senior. I was the host of the party. And for the most part, I've been really kind of just helping to make sure our story is going as far and spread out all over the world as possible. And so it's just a blessing that everybody can come together and we're all, defining our parts of how we can push and move together. And so right now, we're going to focus on doing a story on MTVU right now. And Ricky and Jason and Anthony is all here. And we're all focusing on how we can now push this story forward. Everybody knows what happened at the party, and there's been a lot of press and a lot of stories covering, what's been going on with us and our meeting on Tuesday. And after time of us meeting and getting together, now we want to focus on how we can move this story forward. So my job is making sure that I can, through social media and through all our media outlets, begin to kind of push the story locally as we've been and national on our steps in moving forward.
Mm-hmm. And I think a really important part of moving forward is having a recognition of where this opportunity came from. And what really hasn't been put out enough is the fact that the Los Angeles Police Department reached out to me in response to a concern that there's a perception of racial profiling in our community, that their officers were using excessive force with students of color in ways that were disproportionate with how they were using it with students who were not students of color. So LAPD contacted the Department of Public Safety, who then contacted me so that we could meet, which was the meeting on Tuesday that took place. Unfortunately, the incident on Friday really shone a light on the importance of that meeting and the urgency of having it. But I do want to kind of just take the moment to clarify that LAPD has been spearheading this effort in an attempt to ensure that these type of incidents with their officers don't happen again, that there is transparency, that there is a system of communications in place so that students, community members, and also USC administration can have a direct relationship with law enforcement and the folk who are patrolling our streets.
So, yeah, I just want to make sure people know, it started from the Neon Tommy article. So therefore, if they look through Neon Tommy, the article that was written in, April?
It's, I think April 17th or April 18th, the article was released.
Yeah, so that's the article that initially had the LAPD read that initiated everything. And everything else after just added flame to the fire.
Yeah, I think that the reason why this has gotten so much coverage is because, honestly, the race issue with LAPD is historic. As far back as the 92 riots and as recent as the Chris Dorner incident. And it cost the city a lot of money to be able to mend these certain situations. They don't want that bad news reputation, and they don't want to keep on having to fix all these issues. So once it came to the USC students, once it got to USC, it kind of struck a different nerve, obviously. Because, USC is known as a student's privilege, and if you have these black students that are making these allegations, there must be something to it. There must be a deeper root to the issue. So the reason why this is historic is not only because the LAPD is reaching out to us, but it's because, a lot of these people in these upper administrative positions are people of color also. And they've also experienced some of the things that, we're kind of crying out for, right? So it's they want to work with us directly to not only heal our wounds, in a sense you could say, but it's also affecting the greater community of Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. They're looking at this as a way to create an example or a standard of how the community efforts with police departments should take effect on a national level. And it's a blessing in disguise that we've been so instrumental in making this happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so in terms of, Nate was talking about moving forward, what direction are we heading in from here? We've been involved with several meetings that, featured the attendance of both community leadership,